This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Alberta Classic. Resuming the action here at EA Sports, let's go out to the 7th hole and pick up with our featured golfer. Frank, nothing spectacular to this point in the first round. What does the player need to do just to kind of generate some momentum?
I actually think they're playing all right, Rich. It's just, compared to the top of the leaderboard, you start to think, well, maybe they're struggling. But there's ebbs and flows in this game. At the moment, it's just sort of almost like a holding pattern. But it's time to change that.
Missed that one, and it is going towards the rough. Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game.
Good swing, good shot yet again. Stuffed it in there really close, and now just a tap in. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Trying to move on with a par in his pocket. Frank, you can see by the reaction, it has been that kind of week. Just a few too many pars. Now to hole number 8. It's another par 3 with some water. Frank, only 150 yards. This is the shortest hole in the golf course.
But distance control is still very important here. If you can get the right distance, you could perhaps aim 10 or 15 feet left of the flag. You're only going to have a 10 or 15-foot putt. So just think of that. Water on the right there. Maybe just aim a little further to the left. You can still make birdie.
Just a beautiful approach shot. Not a gimme, but well within his range. So makes the birdie putt, now 1 under for the tournament. Now to hole number 9, 501 yards. It's a par 5.
Yeah, we finished with the third par 5 on the front 9. You're just going to come through those sort of chute of marvelous trees that define this fairway. Just avoid the right side. Something down the left side is going to open up the second shot.
Frank, not the longest hitter, but sometimes you win tournaments by putting it in a good spot, and that's where we are right here, 280 yards out.
Yeah, 280 down the middle of the fairway. That'll never get you in trouble.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
And from the rough, he manages to not only make the green, but get within easy striking distance of the hole. And this would be nice. 2 straight birdies. Has it now sitting at 2 under par for the tournament. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
On the green and looking at a birdie opportunity. And with that, he'll go to 3 under. Now to the 11th hole. It's a par 4, 417 yards. Frank, what's the key here?
A nice little draw down that left side would be the ideal tee shot. The carry on the 2 little bunkers down the left side really isn't overly long, but that's the desired entry into this green.
A great way to start a hole, nicely placed in the fairway. Frank, what do you want to do with this second shot here at the 11th?
Just a scoring club again, Rich. This is a chance to get off to a good start on that on the homeward 9. anytime you get sort of 8-iron down, you can virtually go straight at the flag because the screen pitches back towards the player.
Oh, can't hide the flag stick from that man. Settles in over the putt.
Now putt for par.
Just a couple of feet. Knocks that putt in for par to stay at 3 under.
That was a great first day up there, Rich.
I really enjoyed it. We saw a lot of birdies, excellent play, and some impressive names on top of this leaderboard. Anybody's game. EA Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage. It's second round coverage of the Alberta Classic. Frank, looking out here on the 15th hole, this looks like a spot where you could really crank one that you could tell your buddies about.
It's another hole that suits a player that hits the ball right to left. It's no surprise to see why Rory McIlroy plays well around here. Nice, big, high towering draw. It's going to go that extra yardage because of the elevation.
Second from an excellent lie. He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Looks like he just misread that. Shouldn't be a problem here. That is a solid par putt. Frank, the 16th hole, 414 yards, par 4 is nicknamed GOAT. Would that be greatest of all time, or is it just because the possibility you could see old Billy out there here in the Canadian Rockies?
I'd like to think it's the greatest of all time. I've never seen a GOAT hit a draw, that's why, and that's what's needed off this tee once again. The first bunkie should easily be able to carry that, and, well, if you're the greatest of all time, this is a fairway, you'll certainly hit.
Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. See if he can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Getting set now over the putt. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Now to the 17th, 374 yards, and Frank, players might be licking their chops here.
They certainly would, Rich. Bunkers left and right, but they can be carried with an aggressive tee shot. It will set up just a short iron into a green that pitches towards you. So maybe just a little bit underneath the flag with a second shot. And really a chance to have a fast finish.
Second shot. Good look at the green. Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
He has this for birdie. We haven't seen a whole lot of that, Frank, but that has to feel good. Here we are at the 18th at Banff Springs, 578-yard par 5. Frank, did you like to finish a round with a par 5?
Certainly if I could birdie it, that's for sure. And there's a good chance here at 18 you can, but there's bunkers galore. They're all in play for various standards of play. But the reward is if you can pump one down the middle of the fairway there, and then you reduce this par 5 to simply a drive and an iron.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. So from the rough back to the fairway, that's the right way to go.
Yeah, didn't take the bait, and at least now he's only going to play the price of a poor tee shot. Still got a good chance, though, getting away with par.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. A makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par. Just playing excellent golf. 5 under for the tournament. So 2 rounds in the books. Frank, that was fun.
It certainly was. It bodes well for the weekend. Saw a lot of good players that seem to actually have a good fit for this golf course. That bodes well for the next 36 holes.
This is EA Sports. PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Today it's live 3rd round coverage of the Alberta Classic.
That's an absolute beauty.
Well, you have to be thinking about birdie here on this approach shot at the 6th, Frank.
A good aggressive tee shot, pretty close to the narrow neck of that green. Awkward, whether you try and hit a little pitch and run or try and hit a lofted wedge and sort of pitch that ball a little closer to the hole. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Oh, what an incredible shot. Now to the second par 5 on this opening 9. Frank, this is a pretty long